Hi, my name is Tim Johnson. I just want to share with you 3 quick tips on Tramadol withdrawal. If you look back on the channel, there is quite a lengthy video on Tramadol addiction and covers withdrawal in quite a lot of depth and answers quite a few questions that you may have. But these 3 quick tips are basically questions that I've been asked by people, and just wanted to address them in this video. I'm someone who's been through, in my last withdrawal, and last ever withdrawal I hope, through a Tramadol withdrawal. And it is slightly different than other opiate withdrawals. I mean, I've also been through a heroin withdrawal, I've been through an oxy withdrawal, and I've been through withdrawals from Suboxone and Subutex and Methadone. And a lot of those are different anyway, particularly the Suboxone and the Methadone withdrawals. They were, because of the half-life, they were a lot more drawn out and more uncomfortable. But Tramadol withdrawal has its own bits and pieces going on, and I just want to address a couple of things. A bit like Subutex and Methadone, Tramadol withdrawal seems to last slightly longer than most other withdrawals from opiates. And the first thing I want to say is to prepare yourself for this. And I just want to, I'm not a doctor by it, I do research my videos very carefully and obviously my own personal experience. But if you've got any doubts about your withdrawal from Tramadol, please see a doctor first. If your usage has been very high over a long period of time, then it may be as well to get checked out by a doctor who may want to give you some medication which could perhaps help you through that and ward off any possibility of any seizures or anything such as that, which I've not heard of. And I'm not going to say they don't exist, because but it wasn't something I did, and perhaps I should have done, but I actually went through it cold turkey. And I'm not saying that to be brave. It was just that I'd been through so many opiate withdrawals in the past. I just didn't want to involve any more medication. I just wanted to get through it and get it done and get it over with. And but what I would suggest is, if your usage is high, and you don't want to see a doctor, that you taper down slowly. You taper down your medication. You perhaps get the doctor to prescribe you smaller doses or pills that you can actually break, and taper down over a period of 4 weeks, say, by X amount over the 4 weeks, until you're taking a fairly small amount. You'll still get withdrawal symptoms, but they perhaps won't be as intense as they would be. The first tip really is to prepare mentally. Now, the biggest thing that stops most people going into any opiate withdrawal is fear. So to combat that fear a bit is to get out and get as much knowledge as you possibly can about what withdrawal is, what it does to your body. Watch my video on it, and I've got other videos on opiate withdrawal which just talk about opiate withdrawal, and they will waylay some of your fears, I promise you. Because once you realise what's happening in your body and what these symptoms actually are in your body, although you know you're going to have to go through fairly intense discomfort, there's no escaping that. You know what the symptoms are, you know what parts of your body are healing and why it's happening to you, which alleviates some of that fear and allows you to go into it with more confidence. The second tip is preparation. Nutrition plays a massive part in this early part of withdrawal. You're not going to feel like cooking, you're not going to feel like eating. Get loads of nutritious stuff, get a juicer, get some tons of fresh veggies, green veg in particular, leafy veg, broccoli as well, all that type of stuff, really nutritious stuff and fruit. Get it liquidized and make sort of smoothies in your fridge ready. Make frozen soup meals, bone broths, chicken broths with loads of veggies in, liquidized in there, easy to eat, in the freezer. You just got to defrost them in the microwave. Have it all ready for yourself. And part of that preparation, get loads of laundry done in advance. Lots of sets of clean clothes, lots of sets of clean sheets for your bed, to avoid the sweats and you know, and to keep changing, because you need to keep showering and you need to keep changing. It's really uncomfortable. That stink that comes off you in opiate withdrawal is a stink of its own, and you know, you need to keep showering. You don't want to be lying. It will just make you more miserable. And also get plenty and plenty of entertainment lined up for you. YouTube videos, you know, DVDs if that's your thing, whatever, stuff online that you can be watching, podcasts that you can be listening to motivate you, stuff you don't have to search for. It's all there for you ready, because the time is going to drag. Like Einstein said, it's relative. If you're in withdrawal, an hour seems like a day. You know, it's simple as that. So you need to make the time pass more quickly, keep your mind occupied and educate it. Use podcasts. You know, that helped me a lot, in all honesty. And you know, you can shop in, so you don't need to leave the house, but I would recommend that you get out for 20 minutes every day into the fresh air and sunlight, no doubt about it, and breathe in that fresh air. And the final tip is about maybe it's afterwards or during medication and alcohol. I made a serious error when because I thought that my alcohol wasn't, although it's been an addiction all my life, I thought that it would help me get through the withdrawal, and that I could use alcohol after. I have to tell you now that if you've had issues with this, all that happened with me was that the alcohol escalated till it nearly killed me 6 months later. Because it does, if you've got that type of mentality, no doubt about it. If I was you, and this is my advice only from my experience, my advice is not to use any medication really, unless the doctor prescribes you it, to get through this, to get through it as naturally as you possibly can, with nutrition, plenty of water and all the rest of it, with a bit of exercise, a bit of walking. Get through it, and not use alcohol, not use anything as a crutch. Just ditch all that. So I hope that's helped in a lot of ways, and please subscribe to the channel, please like the videos. It just means more people can see them, and that's important if they help anybody at all. Carpe diem, that's the motto of this channel. Seize the day today. If you're going into withdrawal soon, good luck. There's lots of videos on this channel which will help you, which will guide you, which will give you confidence and information. Thank you. Carpe diem. Much love.